Alright, do I even remember how to do this? Let's go, let's send it. I bet the intro is not preloaded. That's not bad. Let's go! We're back, baby. Let's go. Welcome. Good morning. I'm on top level energy today because we're working again in the garage because I'm not a lazy ass anymore. Let's go. How you doing, guys? So we're back, we're freaking back on the Datsun, and today is gonna be an epic day, an epic week, because we're gonna be learning how to TIG weld. Bam! Nothing else but that. So that's gonna be awesome, honestly. I can't wait to start working on that. We're gonna have a bit of a project also over there. Like, you cannot really see it. There's a lot of empty space on top of my head. Let's just do that. Oh, what do we see here? Ooh, there's sexy things over there. But that's for in a few minutes. Basically, yeah, we're gonna be working on a few little different projects this week. First of all being, we're gonna turn that table into a welding station. So right now, I've been looking at a few things. This table can raise up. However, it seems like there's probably a leak or something on the cylinder because it's getting down. Hey, good morning. Le pire, c'est que non, il paraît peut-être bien, mais je te dirais que dans le dernier mois, je n'ai pas beaucoup streamé et je n'ai pas beaucoup travaillé sur la voiture. Par contre, ça a juste l'air, c'est ça. Par contre, au final, qu'est-ce que j'ai fait? C'est qu'au fond, j'ai gather beaucoup de pièces, j'ai au fond reçu beaucoup de pièces, d'outils, tout ça, en vue de ce qui va suivre prochainement. Donc, il n'y a pas eu pas de progression, il n'y en a juste pas eu dans le garage. Fait que, hein, on est quelque part là-dedans. Mais bon matin, gars, en passant, comment vas-tu? J'espère que ça va super bien. Ce qu'on fait aujourd'hui, on va unbox la transmission que j'ai enfin reçue et on va fire la nouvelle soudeuse pour la première fois. Cette semaine, on va travailler beaucoup à apprendre le TIG welding. Fait que on va travailler probablement sur du scrap metal pour aujourd'hui et demain. L'idée étant, je veux sabler, juste grinder au fond la peinture sur le dessus de cette table-là pour pouvoir me grander dessus puis en faire une table de soudure. Au fond, c'est une table en acier. Fait que je veux juste la tourner en table de soudure. Puis ensuite de ça, on va pouvoir s'en servir pour justement promener autour de la voiture, tout ça, préparer des choses toutes. Et je reviens en anglais là-dessus. Everything for that. This here is an adapter ring that we need to weld on top of our fuel tank to be able to fit the 2 fuel pumps inside of it. So we are going to work on scrap metal to learn how to TIG weld properly until we can feel safe to weld that to our fuel tank without destroying it because we have one try. So, yep. Le grand va-tu se faire même si c'est sur roue? Yeah, oui, parce qu'au fond, le grand se fait entre la machine et la pièce que tu soudes. Fait qu'au fond, mon but, c'est d'avoir ma pince de grande de la soudeuse qui vient juste clipper sur le côté de la table. Fait que comme ça, peu importe ce que je mets dessus, tant que c'est métal à métal à métal, tu es capable de souder. Ce qui fait en sorte que c'est ça, tu n'es pas obligé d'être clamp après le morceau que tu essaies de souder, mais seulement après ton environnement de travail. Ouais, non, c'est ça. Ben, en fait, la question est bonne parce que si tu étais sur des roues de rubber puis que tu essayais de te rendre, je sais pas moi, complètement ailleurs, ben là, c'est sûr, ça marcherait pas. Mais en ce moment, c'est ça, c'est la pince négative de la soudeuse doit être métal à métal à métal jusqu'à où est-ce que tu vas souder. S'il y a rien qui, là, ça marchera pas. Ouais, c'est ça, le grand électrique, c'est exactement ça. Là. Fait que je comprenais la question du pourquoi de la chose, mais non, c'est ça. Fait qu'ici, c'est vraiment... En gros, dans ton grand électrique, c'est que ton grand principal vient de la maison, exemple, ou de l'accessoire, ce qui fait que le rubber va empêcher, ou les roues, les trucs de même. Mais ici, dans ce cas-ci, c'est un circuit fermé entre la soudeuse. Fait que la soudeuse émet son propre négatif-positif, puis il faut juste s'allier quelque part. Fait que de la table à l'objet que tu soudes, ça fonctionne. Fait que even that, like speaking of ground, what I'm gonna also do is just buff out the underside of that. So once this is going to be buffed and like on fresh metal, I'm gonna be able to just put it like this and even use that to hold some parts, and it's gonna ground through it. I won't have to bolt it or anything, just laying it on the ground, well, on the table like this, I'm gonna be able to basically weld with that. So that's gonna be cool. That's an old vice grip, by the way, that I had laying around, and I was keeping it exactly for this purpose. As-tu vu les nouvelles soudures au laser? Ça a l'air de faire une qualité de fou puis à être assez simple. Je les ai vus, je sais juste pas quoi en penser encore. Un, c'est pas assez accessible. Deux, toutes les vidéos que tu vois, c'est comme trop simple. Fait que j'ai l'impression que c'est beaucoup de la soudure de petite tôle. Mais j'ai pas, me semble, encore vu de bonnes vidéos de monsieur, madame, tout le monde qui l'utilise sur du gros métal, puis que ça a l'air d'être vraiment des bonnes soudures. Ça a tout l'air comme très superficiel en surface pour du qualité made in China. Genre, la soudure est clean, tip-top, mais genre, c'est ça, je sais juste pas, tu sais, j'ai pas l'impression que c'est sur le point de remplacer du structurel, mettons. Fait que, tu sais, pour des babioles, des trucs assemblés, genre que ça n'a pas besoin d'être extra solide, c'est pas du structurel, peut-être. By the way, this is my new mug, that friendly guy on Twitch, mug gang. Those who knows. All right, so let me throw that away. We don't need that for now. Anyway, if I'm not too rusted from streaming, I also have my voice command I can use, so hey, that's important. First of all, this morning, I think we're gonna be unboxing that transmission. I want to freaking know what's inside that box, and I've been waiting for a week before like unboxing it, just because I wanted to do it on stream. So let's do that. I would have loved to wait for some other people to be in here, because I know some people are looking forward for that. But hey, you know what? Gotta do what you gotta do. Can I hold it like this? Oh, this is heavy. Oh. My face was probably a bit funny, and I should have lugged the table there. Oh my God, this is heavy. All right, there we go. I have a lock. This is the goodies. Tremec transmission. For those who don't know, Tremec are doing performance transmission since forever, basically. All I have to say is that basically this is the same kind of transmission you will find in V8 Mustang, V8 Camaro, Corvette, name it. Every good big American high power car has one of these in that, especially if it is a manual transmission. Like, I'm not talking about the automatic transmission, but yeah, let me turn off the heat. So, or in the Datsun. Oh yeah, baby. So basically this is what's going to connect our engine to this is the gearbox for the engine, and this is going to connect to the differential at the back of the car. So this is the goodies, and I want to say there's like two reasons I went that way. Honestly, this is pricey as hell. Like, that box is worth a lot, a freaking lot, way too much. And basically, the main reason I went with a manual conversion on the car, like, yes, it's funnier. Yes, I want the control of shifting those gears myself. But first of all, the automatic transmission, the 4-speed automatic one that was coming with the engine, even though I could have built it to hold the power really, really well, I had one problem with it. It was so thick, like so wide at the middle of it, that I would have had to basically use a hammer and destroy the floor pan of the Datsun to make it fit in there. This is the problem with automatic transmission, they are chunky. While right here, what we have is a manual transmission that is a 6-speed, so already we're going from 4-speed that was on that engine I'm gonna use to a 6-speed, which will allow us to have a double overdrive speed for fuel economy, which is not really the purpose of the car, but I mean, I'm thinking it, like if it rides smoother and like at 2000 RPM at 120 on the highway, I'm taking it. And so that will allow us to have 6-speed, and also it is way more tiny, so it's gonna normally fit perfectly right in the place inside the Datsun. So just for the reason of not destroying the floor pan, the transmission tunnel and everything in the car, that was a solid win. Yeah, I mean, welcome, by the way, Tig. Thank you for being here. And yeah, I know it sucks, but at the same time, it's funny because like you see in the USA, they are not making manual cars anymore. But this is basically a transmission coming from the USA, and that's what's weird about it. Like, I have a 99 Dodge 1 ton with a 5-seat, nice. Yeah, I mean, right. That's the funny part about it is that basically, and by the way, Tig, you will now know, welcome, face reveal, because we just chat earlier in another stream, and also you will see with the accent, I'm a French Canadian, so I'm not too far from the US, but yeah, what's funny about that is that like Mrs., Mr., everybody out there is now driving automatic. It's even like a meme that like a bad guy cannot steal manual cars because nobody knows how to drive them anymore. And this is really fun. But like the US is like everything is automatic, but at the same time it's like a main place to buy performance part also, because you have two different levels. You have the car guys that they are 150% into it, and you have like the basic guys that don't care at all. So there's not an in-between market where you have sports car for like someone that will be more on the casual side, and that just makes it like a huge step between boring car and super fun car. And yeah, so that is pretty funny to see, honestly. Yeah, they don't. Well, basically, yes, but they removed it because nobody wanted it. And like, if you had a manual transmission and an automatic transmission in the same model of car, it was the automatic one that was selling. So they removed it for a reason, basically. Yeah, it's important. I mean, I teach my girlfriend how to drive manual back in the days just because I was like, hey, if we get stuck, like I'm doing something stupid, breaking my leg, and you need to drive, I want you to be able to freaking drive my car. I don't want you to be like, and I need to call the ambulance or something. So, you know, it's like, I think it's basic knowledge, but that's just me, I guess, because I just feel like it's useful no matter what. But yeah, you know, part of the game. So that's an T-56 Magnum. Hey, the new comment is working. Let's go. Bon matin, Ben. Good morning. So let's start opening that little box there. I'm gonna grab something to cut. And we're gonna do this dual front. Hey, still working. After a month, I wasn't sure if everything will be broken or not. So yeah, guys, there's a few comments now out there in the wild. So you will have to find them. There you go. All right, one thing I'm afraid of is to open it on that bench here and now not being able to throw it on the ground after that without breaking it. I mean, like going gently to the ground. But we're gonna see. Whew, that's exciting there. So far, packaging. Oh yeah, if Micah's not here yet, but don't forget, if you love that and want more unboxing video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Kawaii. That's what he always asked me to say. Oh, it's still not there. Oh, I'm seeing the top of it. Oh. You see this there on the bottom of the cam? Oh, no. Whew. Oh, not yet. All right, I need to get that further back there. Oh. It's really well packaged. The way they designed the packaging is really nice, to be fair. It's so tiny. Honestly, I thought it would be way bigger than that. Dual side. The transmission, it's so freaking tiny. Oh, they put it in gear. So this is our freaking T-56 right there. No oil in transmission yet, that I know. So we have our transmission right here. That's gonna be for the Datsun. I'm gonna try to get it out of the packaging. That's gonna be a little bit rough, I think. But yeah, gonna still try it. Honestly, I know exactly why I went with that. Now I'm looking at it. Holy crap, this is like tiny. So we have the breather line right over here. We have basically the shifter. This is, by the way, the Magnum F. The reason I went with that specific transmission here is because I need to have a transmission where the shifter was way further back than the normal T-56. So and now that's now you realize it was not the best idea to put it on the table. I know, but I think I'm still able to grab probably the handle here and like bring it to the ground. But we will think about this later on, because I can still, like, honestly, a transmission, once you have everything open, you have quite a bit of grip. It's just that it's still like 150, 160 pounds. So just lifting it like this, I'm maybe not that strong. Michael, let's go! So if you can't use box, you can use ratchet strap or two for two handles. True. But yeah, right now I think I'm gonna open up the box even more, and we're gonna really split everything the sides so we have a really nice reveal. But yeah, Micah, good morning! Transmission time. So let me just do that. I'm okay if I'm doing this, yes. This is stuck there, so I'm gonna have actually to do that 2 times. Woohoo! So yeah, so like I was saying, this is the Magnum F, which is basically the model that will put the shifter about 2 to 3 inches away from where I need it to be. So that's gonna help a lot with the position of everything. And yeah, we're gonna see how it's going in the car once the engine's gonna be assembled, which should be probably something we will do in 2 weeks, a week even. If we have the fuel tank done this week, we're gonna be doing that next week actually. So engine assembly coming our way quite soon, but yeah, dual front. This is sexy as hell. Let me open up that side too, since we're here. So, because I kind of like to talk about how much the project cost and everything. For those who want to know, a transmission like this in US dollars was, once shipped to my place and everything, it was $5,800. So that's quite a lot of money, to be fair, not gonna lie. But there we go. We have basically a high performance transmission, which can hold 700 feet per pound per feet of torque. Yeah, I always messed up that measurement, the unit, but like pound per feet, I think. So basically, yeah. I ordered from Summit Racing, and because they were the best place to get it. Feet per pounds, that's it, okay. So basically I ordered from Summit because they had the best shipping rate for my place, because you have to say that box like this weigh quite a lot, which means bringing it from the US to Canada might cost a little bit of money. So, and it was the case. Basically it is under oh yeah, and 5,800 is in Canadian. It's in the 4,000 US basically. So that's why. So the transmission itself in US is 3,500. So yeah. That's the only transmission out of the box I've seen hold horsepower to the ground that well. Yeah, honestly, it's crazy. So that's why, like, the T-56 is a platform used since late 90s, early 2000 on the Corvette. And it used to be just the T-56 by itself, and even later Turgeon Camaro, when they were injection, had that. And basically, you could use that transmission to hold quite good power, but like Micah just said, you had usually to upgrade them. This is why I went with the Magnum version of it. The Magnum version is basically just a performance like package that has better in turns, stronger in turns, and which will be able to hold way more power. Usually, horsepower is not what is killing your transmission, it's really the torque. The faster you accelerate, the more stress you will put on your drivetrain, which is basically what I'm trying to avoid, because since we're going V8 turbo, we're gonna have probably the problem, let's say, where we could put too much stress through the drivetrain and break something. That being said, since I know this might be a problem at some point, well, guess what? There's still at least one component I'm not going to upgrade in the Datsun, and this is the CV axle at the back. If something's about to break, it either is gonna be the tire spinning, so it's gonna release the stress through the drivetrain, through that, or if by any chance it's sticking to the ground, I want the CV axle to break, because this is what's going to make the less damage around. Like if a drive shaft breaks, it can go through the floor. CV axle is like really the thing that if it breaks, you're just like, well, it's time to tow the car and bring it back to the garage. So this is the idea there, and yeah, this is exactly why we're going with a really tough little unit here. I have to say, I'm saying like, oh, a tiny unit, it's really like way smaller than I was expecting. I was thinking that it will be a bit more massive on the side, but now I know exactly why I went with that. So this is pretty cool. Also, what we're gonna have to do on that little car here, we're gonna have the speed sensor on the side to probably modify. We can go from a analogic sensor to a mechanical sensor, which basically is going to give us the possibility to link back the speed we are going to the Datsun gauge, because that was a thing that never worked on that car. My speed gauge was always like not working, just because I had a V8, an old 80s V8 from Oldsmobile, and like no one did the adapter for the speed gauge to the transmission. Now I think with that one I'm gonna take time to do it. I'm gonna basically put a mechanical output on the side of the transmission and bring a custom cable to the gauge of the Datsun. So I already have part of the gauge, which means I might be able to use that and see with a shop, a transmission. All right, good morning. See with a transmission shop if they have the possibility to make a custom wire that will come plug straight to the side of the transmission up to the gauge through the firewall, which will result into me having a proper working speed gauge, and that will be lovely. So now that this is being said, let's take another quick look at the transmission there. Dual side. So there you go, guys. This is like a really cool unit. Oh, I'm out of cable there because it's stuck. There you go. So this is quite cool, honestly. Looking just amazing. It's so clean. So from now, what's gonna be the idea there? We have the bell housing already that we use to take the measurement to see which, like what part will be fitting the best there, because we had like the choice between 3 different Magnum transmission, and every time the main difference was where the shifter is sitting. So here the idea is going to be to have a bracket that's going to bring the shifter a little bit further back. So there's some shifter handle that are doing like a S shape, and we're going to use that to push like by 2 to 3 inches further back the shifter. Just to give you an idea, this here is like, we can say it's quite long by itself, and with the engine in that little car that is the Datsun, we're gonna have like a drive shaft that's gonna be probably around or less than 3 feet long. So this is crazy, honestly. It's gonna be like the smallest drive shaft I've ever seen, but at the same time, I'm okay with it. As long as everything's working great, there's no problem with that. So now, how do I bring that back to the ground? This is the question. So I'm gonna try to figure out where I'm putting it also, because I need it to be out of danger, like just to preserve it in a place that it's gonna be safe. And I think that's gonna be at the back under here, just behind the engine. So let's move the engine out of there. That. Hololo! Hololo! Beautiful little engine. Do that. Do that. I'm rolling onto the sheet that's on it. There we go. That. And I think I'm gonna throw the transmission right at the back here. So if you wanna see already, this is what the drive shaft with the V8 was already looking like. So it's really small, and I wonder if it's not going to be even smaller than that once we're done fitting everything in there. So let's put the head on the side here. We're gonna use them not so long. And I'm gonna try to send the transmission right in that corner so that it's safe over there. Whew. So now is the time where we need to make sure we're not throwing that to the ground. So I'm gonna see where I can hold that. Everything's good. I should have put just a tiny bit of cardboard box down there. But I wonder if I cannot just go ahead and, yeah, use that part here. Easy. And that here was the back. No big deal. Easy. So, Nightbot is going crazy with everything. Use your legs, not your back. Can I just throw it back on there? Bam, there we go. Not even hard. So now it's gonna be safe over there. And no one's gonna be able to steal it. It's gonna be hidden. I'm gonna throw that on the side. There, there, and there. Thank you, by the way, to the people already here this morning. After a freaking month of not streaming, I was expecting not that many people in here this morning. And you guys are already there. So I do appreciate that. Whew, I'm not used to like use that much strength on a Monday morning. That was rough. I'm not 20 years old anymore. There we go. Cool. So now, what's next? Dual front. Dual front. There we go. There we go. So what's next? This. So we're gonna be starting to work on our little welding station this morning. So basically the idea now, what I'm gonna do is use that here and remove the paint from the top surface here. So that, because it's already scratched, by the way, it's not like, ooh, I'm like removing all the paint and it's gonna be disgusting. No, I'm bringing it back to steel, to natural steel, for the main reason that I'm gonna use that as a welding station. So the idea here is to make it so I can ground on the side of it and weld anything on top of it. So that will be super useful. Since this is on wheels, I'm gonna be able to move it around. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be easier for me to work on it. And yeah, so basically I'm gonna use that. And that's pretty much what I have to say. We're just going, like I said, to basically remove the blue paint from the top surface here. And then you want to be careful grounding to the table. Why is that? I'm curious. I know I can trust a guy when his name is Tigwig. Like Tig. And the 240, is it because of the 240 volt or 240 amps? We don't know, but it sounds like a name related to welding. And we've been talking about welding since this morning, which I appreciate, by the way. Oh no, oh no. All right, I think I'm gonna, like, I love you, man, but I think I'm gonna have to ban you because I don't want anyone to judge my welding. No, kidding, I'm kidding. You're working and will get arc burn. Oh, for real? For real? Like you mean basically, what do you mean by an arc burn? Because if I'm grounding to the table, then I have like, let's say vice grip or whatever, and I am welding, it's gonna spark a little bit in between, right? Okay, that's why. So, I mean, on some stuff, it doesn't matter for me, but I do understand that it is always better to ground to the part you're welding, basically, right? So, because I mean, for custom stuff, like if I was doing, let's say, a little manifold or something, if I have a flange, I'm not going to do a manifold, by the way, but like if I had a flange sitting here, grounding on the side, and I'm working with pipes all around, even though like it's doing a little electric arc with a burn spot on it on the flange, anyway, I'm gonna resend it before, like I'm gonna send the surface I'm matching to the engine block before sending it on it. So I'm gonna be removing those things, right? So that's why, like I say on some stuff, I'm okay with like the idea. But yeah, but I mean, I know, like I couldn't have tell that right there. But at the same time, it's something I realized when I was welding some stuff. Because basically, if you want to know, we've done quite a bunch of things on the car so far. Let me show you, Fig. Because yeah, I haven't even presented you the project, so let me go around. First of all, dual side. There you go. So just to give you an idea, we have some quite crazy stuff going on into that engine bay. The engine bay was all cleaned up. I've done all the electrical wire cleaning. I've done a bunch of stuff. Custom steering rack. We're going electric steering, power steering instead of like oil power steering. We've redone a part of the frame over there. You can see there. We patched a big hole through here. We've done also the matching from the frame rail under the floor to the main frame rail at the front. So we've been working a lot through that engine bay. I've plugged basically every hole that we're not going to be using. I might have some more to do, but yeah, we also remove every brackets we won't be using. I bring all the electrical, like from every electrical module from the body is now over here. We have only 3 left in here. So we're gonna have some wires going to the positive terminal. We have positive, negative terminal. Here it used to be the battery. Everything, the bracket, everything like the mounting plate has been removed. Battery is now relocated to the trunk where it's gonna sit into one of the fender. And yeah, so basically everything's protected, everything to the minimal that we need, because there was a lot of shit that was used to work with the L6 that was in the car at first in 1979. So I've done a lot of work through that, and the project itself is a Datsun 280ZX 79. It has like 130,000 kilometers on it. It was good-ish. I bought the car 10 years ago. It never ran properly. It had a V8 from the 80s in it, carbureted engine, and it was a shitty little piece of, name it, like it was bad. It never ran properly, was overheating, electronic module that was basically going wrong and turning the engine off. Everything was bad on it. So I decided to wait, get some knowledge, because I was not confident enough at first to get myself into that big of a project. Then I decided to save some money to make sure I'm gonna do it properly the first time and not just throwing a junkyard engine with no preparation around it first. And then I went YOLO, I'm going turbo. So this is pretty much what happened. And the last thing I was missing was time. So I didn't have time basically to do it. And last year I worked on an epic 3D animation project that was a contract for a year and a half. And when that was done, instead of searching for a new job straight away, I've decided to get myself a little streaming setup for the garage and start working on the Datsun live on stream. So I'm basically, I will say like an image compositor if you want. basically I'm assembling the final picture, the final visual for movies, ads, stuff like that. He's Spider-Man. Yeah, basically I was working on a Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse for a year and a half. So I'm in 3D animation, and I'm mostly working on full CGI project. So really the 3D animation stuff, and not like the special effect like in a live action movie. Really, I prefer the animated part of it. So yeah, so I've been working like crazy on that. I made quite a good amount of money during that contract, which I decided to spend on that old piece of crap. No, that's not true. It's a wonderful piece of crap. So yeah, so here we are, and so far we have done a lot of work. Like, to give you an idea, we have a Subaru BRZ power steering match with a Fiat 500 steering rack, with some Volvo tie rod, with some Datsun custom parts. So yeah. Oh no, sorry to hear that. That sucks. That sucks. Like, yeah, honestly, I decided to take a break from job at the most wonderful time, because there was the writers strike going on in Hollywood, and basically the industry crashed because of that. And I had friends that had so much difficulty to get a new job and everything, and I was just like, I don't care, I'm working on my Datsun, let's go. And they were like, well, good for you. I work in pipeline natural gas. It's off and on. Okay, yeah, makes sense. I guess depending on all the economical situation and stuff like that, it's going on and off all the freaking time. I mean, 3D animation is a bit of the same, because it's some it's winter as well, so it slows a bit. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, on my side, I will say like the economical situation and the kind of government we have make a huge difference for my job, because basically, if you have a government from the left, I think, yeah, left is more for the people, well, they're gonna put more money in art, like cultural thing and stuff like that, which means at the end of that, some money for the studios to get some good office, some stuff, some reduced tax and stuff like that, which will encourage them into having a lot of project and establish themselves close to where I'm living. But basically, if you have on the other side like government from the right, well, less money means less tax reduction and stuff like that for them, which mean they cannot afford to pay as much, so less project sometimes. So yeah, that's crazy like that. And also the economical situation will change a lot of things due to the fact that 3D animation is not an essential needs for most of the people, I will say. It's more of I just have the French word divertissement, which I think can translate straight to English, but I'm not sure, and I don't want to sound like a stupid ass there. So divertissement, that the fun part of the life. So basically, like, it's not a required thing in your life. So basically, when people are struggling with money, they won't be like paying as much for stuff like Netflix, Disney, Amazon Prime, stuff like that, which mean less job for me, because it's all about like the offer and everything. So hey, part of the game. So in the meantime, we're working on that. I'm gonna just throw that away. Front cam. There you go. That. I'm gonna take a sanding pad and we're gonna start removing some crap from that table there. So basically, it should be pretty straightforward to do, honestly. We shouldn't have too much difficulties doing it. We're gonna be just sanding the little paint layer that's on there so that we can basically just start welding. So what have I done in the meantime during Christmas, since I was not working? I've been playing Tarkov. Well, and I will say, yeah, I'm not only doing that. Like, I have a part-time job where I'm teaching for in 3D animation. So there's that. I haven't been really fully unemployed. It's just not a really intense job. One class per session, which means about 5 to 10 hours a week of work. So that's pretty decent. But yeah. Yeah. So yeah, again, welcome to the stream. I have no idea what that means, Micah. Like, no idea. You should friend yourself for that. Oh, watch out. You know what? Okay. Okay. If you say so. And I was to say also one thing, but I don't remember what that was. Let's just remove paint from that then. So I'm gonna be removing the paint on most of the surface here and probably on 3 sides. Like, I won't care about the handle and stuff like that, but I'm gonna be just removing the paint from the top side here. And now I have a doubt because of what Tig said. I'm like, am I doing it or not? Work for Steel works out Philly in Pittsburgh. The guys have a discussion about topics. I don't know. All right, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put my earphone, I'm gonna turn off my mic, and I'm gonna just say, yeah. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, guys, yeah. There you go. Loud noise. All right, I feel like I might try another wheel on there because it will take forever right now. And I have another wheel that I'm curious to try. Because it seems like it might do the job. That here seems like it could remove paint. I don't even remember. I think it's 221. No. Oh, that was 40 actually. Low. But yeah, that one is just like freaking done. I need to buy another one. And it's not clearing the handguard, so don't call OSHA right now. I'm in my own garage. I do whatever I want. Lol. OSHA is not a thing here. Oh no.
Right to jail.
Right to jail. Loud noise. All right, I think like this is working-ish. I'm gonna go with something even more aggressive. I'm gonna use a grinding disc and just sand it because this is not digging like hard enough through the surface, so there's a lot of scratch staying in place. I'm gonna use an old grinding disc instead and see how it's going. Let's make some tests. Because yeah, right now it's working-ish, but it's taking forever just for the paint layer. Loud noise. right, that try was not the result expected. It is hardly going through. Do you have a lower grit? Well, that was quite an intense one, but the paint is sticking instead, and yeah, so it's preventing it from working well. So the sanding pad was the one working the best so far. But the one I have are so damaged that I think I'm gonna have to go back with the first one, but it's not ideal. I don't know if that, because that's more of a, yeah, that's for cutting. Oh. I'll try that one again, but yeah. I think I'm gonna give up on that for this morning, and we're gonna just go straight to preparing something to weld. Because at this point I feel like I'm not, I don't want to lose my whole morning on sanding that. I'm just gonna buy a better like pad and go for that. Loud noise. Focus voice. All right, it is working. Honestly, it is working. That pad is the best so far. So we can see I removed quite a bit of paint all over here where it's glossy compared to that. However, for now, I think I'm gonna leave it there, just so, like, my pads are so messed up since I've been working. Like, it's the same pad I'm using since June for the Datsun. So basically, I'm gonna buy some new, yeah, yeah, I just need new ones. So I'm gonna buy a bunch of them. At least I tried the different type of pads this morning, so I know exactly what to buy. So this is a thing. Hey, Micah, have you seen that? Hey, my gang. So basically, with that said, that means, hey, oh hell yeah, TFG mugs, I'm the mug gang. So yeah, so basically, with that said, now we're gonna try to prepare some stuff to trigger the TIG welder for the first time. Hashtag nervous. I'm making my coffee now before I go plow my driveway. Ooh, cause there's a lot of snow. Here it's getting a bit more calm, but it's still snowing this morning. So I think we're gonna have a bunch of snow again this week. And yeah, so basically everything we didn't had in the December is now just getting straight to our face right now. front cam. There we go, I'm gonna push that back. So, this morning, oh yeah, it's locked. If you wanna know what kind of welding machine we have, here it is. So I present you my little brand new prime weld TIG 225. It is an AC/DC welder, so this is pretty cool. I got like a packaging where I have a 25 feet long torch cable. Everything is included with it. I have like the pedal and everything, and I've never TIG welded ever. Water cool? I don't think so. No, it's a fan at the back. It's two fan actually at the back, so it's not water cooled. But for the price, I wasn't expecting it to be, I guess. Because basically it is a unit that is not too pricey, to be fair, and I was recommended that machine from a guy who's a welder who basically sold his Miller one to buy this just because for home purpose, because he was like, AC just for aluminum. Yeah, I know. So the AC for aluminum, and his Miller was not doing it. So he sold his Miller for $2,000 and bought this one that comes to like $1,200. So he made money over that. And yeah, so he told me that for the price, for everything he has to do, he's doing custom exhausts, like for motorcycle, cars, stuff like that. Like little project here and there, stainless, like he's using a lot of stainless and stuff like that. He's like really like, because I want to say it, he's really happy with the product. He just said good thing about it, and he told me like, go for it, you're not going to regret it. So that's pretty cool. It's doing everything like pre-flow, post-flow, pulse and stuff like that, full adjustment, therefore why there's so many buttons. Name and model, Prime Weld TIG, it's Prime Weld TIG 225X. That's the model. So I think it's 800 US actually, and you can pay a little 100 extra or even less than that for this 25 feet long cable. So for the torch. So that's pretty cool. It comes, like I said, with everything. Yeah, exactly that one. So far I'm really happy with it. So I have, like I said, everything included. The only thing was there's even a tungsten coming with it, a few cups for the torch. There's also the only thing I was missing was, of course, the gas bottle. And what else? I bought one thing, I think, for it. Like even for the gas bottle, you already have the pressure regulator at the back. Other than that, no, I think actually that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, and the filler rod. So I had to buy a few of them, which I'm gonna have to remember which one is doing what. But I think that one here, yeah, that's some milled steel filler rod. Yeah, the regulator, everything's included, so that's pretty cool. So I have my rods here, so I'm gonna be able to try something, I guess. So like I said, I've never done that. We're gonna laugh together, I guess. I've watched so many videos, so, but like, the only thing I've done wrong is not watching like proper how-to videos, more like a lot of the technique and stuff and how people are moving and everything. But yeah, so foot pedal seems pretty good. The return is really nice. Like it doesn't feel too like you have the click and then you can really feel it. So just to make sure, and that's probably a question for Tigwig, the pedal here, I see this as a throttle. I'm going to put a setting in here like some amp, and let's say I put it to 140 amp here. if I'm going all the way down, this is where it's 140. Otherwise, it's throttling like a throttle pedal on a car, right? Basically, if I see I'm going a bit too hot, I can just release a little bit, and it's gonna go between 0 and the amp I set here to go. So if I set it to 60, this is 60 and half the way up is 30. But if it is 200, all the way down is 200 and halfway up is 100, right? Perfect. Wait. All the power is in the pedal. But there's a yes after. Okay, so I'm right. Because I was like, all the power. So is that like that throttle pedal? Set machine control with foot. Perfect. Okay, so I got it right, and that's what I was thinking. But the only thing I was like unsure is that, because I know that you have also with the kit the trigger you can attach to your handle and have like the thumb trigger in there, the finger trigger, and that I know it's straight 100% of what you set up there. But basically, the only question I had was, if you're plugging that control instead, is it like all the power of the welder unit that you control here, so you have to go to the exact spot every time, which I mean you could get used to, but that seems a bit more complicated, like 225 amp with that, and like you have to throttle it to the perfect spot. Scratch start. The scratch start is when you need to just go to create the arc, right? Because I know I also have like a button that I can just push on the handle if I want. Well, I need to attach that controller, but like I have that I can set to. Is this what scratch start is? Because I'm not used to the terms here, so that's why I'm asking. So this is pretty much it. I'm gonna have to take a look also at the pressure I need to set for this machine here. I have no idea on the argon what it is, what is the best pressure you can put out there. But yeah, that's gonna be all different stuff. We're gonna have to find out. We scratch, nice. You ruin your tungsten if you're not careful, which makes sense, yeah. And that's not what I want, because I'm not a pro. Oh, we're gonna have to also sharpen our tungsten, because I haven't done that yet. I watch a bunch of videos. I don't have a tungsten grinder, not yet, I guess, but I'll see if I get one. But I know some people who basically are doing some I guess a lot of people are not using a proper tungsten sharpener for that. But basically my tungsten here, I've looked, it's the gray tip, so it's able to do pretty much everything. One thing I've seen that was doing a really great job was like a disc sander with the drill, and you basically sharpen it on the drill itself. So that's what we're gonna do today, and if I ruin that, well, I have some coming home tomorrow, I think. So, and I don't think we're gonna be ruining that first shot there, but yeah. So I'm gonna be doing that. Oh, I had other pad that could have worked for grinding the table. We might test them later on. I just saw that. You know, when you get to a point where you don't want any other type of metals on the pad. Yeah. That's also something I read about. I did a bit of homework, at least. Yeah, because basically you're creating some metal dust that will be added to the welds and make it corrode and rust way faster if you do, right? Because you need everything to stay the same material, basically. All right. Now let's just find some new pads, because it's been a while I haven't looked for some, so I don't even know where they are at the moment. Hello there, are you new pads? You are, but you are way too big. If this is working, I'm gonna use it. that won't work. I should have checked this weekend if I was out of material, right? That could have helped. Could have been a really great idea. Do I have something over there? Yeah, I mean, I'm usually trying to make the things right when I'm working on cars and stuff. So I love not looking like a dumbass on stream. So therefore, the idea of making some research before, even though right now I'm looking for new pads, which might make me look like a dumbass, but you know. Not there, not there. I'm gonna throw that away. I know I have some. The question is where, because I haven't been using them since I made the modification in the garage of everything. You have a variable welding length. What do you mean, like the helmet? If the helmet has a variable intensity? Yes, it does. It does. It's an automatic welding mask with a different trigger option. Oh, Micah, you're gonna like that. It's not a garage project if you aren't going to Napa at least once. True, that is pretty true, because TIG is a lot brighter. Oh, for real, nice. It was, I would say, almost at full already with the MIG welder, just because I feel like I don't want to ruin my eyes. But yeah, by the way, Micah, you're gonna like that. One of my friends during Christmas gave me that, which is, I don't know the word actually, a bayonet. I don't know if the word translates. Look at this. This is a bayonet for an AK-47. I don't know, like it's not a real one, it's a replica, but yeah, I don't even know why he gave me that, but that guy just loved knives, so he bought it, and basically there's really everything with the release mechanism and everything for that. I'm like, okay. But it's cool, it cuts. When you start welding different metals like alloy, the reflection from the metal will fade the color on your shirt. For real, the more you know. I know you can get basically like sunburn and stuff like that while welding. I've done it plenty of time and my girlfriend wasn't proud of me, but I'm like, part of the game. All right, I'm just looking for one good pads. I have pads that doesn't fit my application here, so I'm gonna see, because it's just like a sticky pad basically. I just don't know if I can use that. I mean, I can try, because basically I have that pad here that is brand new, but this is like sticky, but it's old, so it's not sticky that much anymore. And my sander is not made for those, but let's try it. I trust it. Not with my life, but I trust it. We're gonna try that. Yes, I'm asking because a good baseline lens shade is 10. If your eyes are good, go to 12. I'm at 12 and a half. The helmet can go up to 13, and I was at 12 and a half already for MIG welding. And I had one of the smallest delay because I didn't want to wait for it. So yeah, I'm not like, I started welding on my Camaro, like an old 1986 Camaro, and it was a rough learning curve because I didn't set the welder properly. Basically at first I was not using a gas protection, so my positive and negative were inverted on the MIG welder, and when I put some protection gas on there, like a gas bottle, I look at basically the book, And I was like, oh yeah, okay, I need to switch the positive negative. I opened the side panel. Wait a second, why are they already in that place? So I've learned how to MIG weld in like some and not a good configuration, which made me really learn how to read what was happening. So it was taking forever to create the puddle, but once I had the puddle, like I've learned how to read it and make sure, okay, yes, I'm getting there, all right. And that way, when I put it back the right way and everything was good, everything was so much easier. So yeah. All right, that. Now let's take this and this. All right, are we ready to see some redneck action there? I'm guessing most of the people are not taking time to use a proper sharpener except in industry, but like, it just seems so redneck this morning to do that. Also, do you know the proper gas pressure I should be running for the argon in there? I'm sorry. Oh, and one last thing, I'm gonna be having a little update to the setup also. The only other thing I bought was a ferric cup with a ferric diffuser. So one of my friends who's a welder, another one that's not the one who told me to buy that thing, like another friend who basically prepare all the frame rail parts here, he told me it was a really good investment, those ferric cup, for the only reason that welding some tube, the diffuser help a lot to protect your welding, and it's gonna help me get it to a really good quality without having to rush it too much. Like, I won't be struggling as much. Let's start with maybe 15. Okay, so it's pretty close to the MiG one too, because my MiG, it's a Lincoln Electric MiG Pack 180, the basic model, and basically I'm using like 17, 18, usually it is pretty good. All right, so let's try to do that. We're gonna first test if our little pad is staying in place. Dual side. So it is not. So that's what I thought. The stickiness of it is not good enough. So we're gonna have to find something else, which is not great. I thought I had still plenty of pad because we used so many of them when I did all my stuff on my cars. Like, nailed it. Front cam. Like that? Brand new? You think, because, oh, not a cutting disc. Really brand new grinding wheel? I don't think I do. I have that cut off disc that is a bit thicker, but that's pretty much it. I'm really out of disc for every single thing I own here. I'm more than due to buy some more. Well, that sucks. Gotta keep going and searching, because I know some people are using some thick grinding disc, but basically, okay, I'm gonna link it actually. Grab a piece of metal grinder of, what was the one you use? The paint, grab a piece of metal, grind all that paint. Oh, okay, yeah, the one I was using, that was, you mean the thick one or the one that is like more ascending pad? Because I have two of them, wait a sec. So I have the one here that is more ascending pad, and I have that one here. Okay, so you're talking about that. Yeah, but okay, I'm gonna just show you one thing, and I want your honest opinion on that. But the reason I was going with a sanding pad. I'm gonna go take it on the internet. Am I on the same account? If so, yes, I think I am. Oh no, I'm not signed in here. Just give me a little second. You're gonna probably hear something. So, at here, boom, that. Yeah. There you go. So I just put the right time code there. Basically, what's going on in here is that you have different process the guy is trying, and you can see the second one is the tungsten sharpener, and the last one is with a sanding disc. So this is looking really similar, and they are also reacting in a similar way when he's trying to weld with those. So I was like, okay, so that makes sense to be like a decent DIY setup then. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I'm gonna check in the part here maybe, but I don't believe I will find something. Don't have anything in here, no. Oh, I know what I can use maybe. If I'm using you with some I had pads for you. That's a thing I'm sure of. I did have pads for you. So you could be working actually. Just need to find where I put those pads naturally. Oh, there you go. Maybe I'm going to go through it way too easily, but we'll see. Let's try it. I have a little sanding pad, brand new for an air. A little, I call it a wee-woo, like those little grinder. So maybe if I'm putting that here, that and going like this, maybe that will do. Wee-woo! Are you calling that also this way? I just love the fact of calling it wee-woo because it sounds like it's just doing wee-woo. It was one of my friends that told me he was calling that this way like a long time ago. We're a bit low on air, but not too bad. All right, we're gonna try that. Gonna try not to put too much angle on the tungsten. And yeah, just like a proper air setup, it's leaking. So dual side. There we go. So I'm gonna go this way. We're gonna do that. And I'm gonna be sending that. And it needs to go towards the grain, I think. Oh, it's turning this way, so I'm gonna be grinding on this side there. I do have a vise. You will suggest me to grab one of the to put one of the tool in the vise, right? Like that one here. Yeah, that's a good idea actually. Perfect. Just going to give a bit of weight to it also. All right. That. Perfect. Loud noise. The tungsten is not great, which is making it a bit awkward, but it seems like it's gonna work. Focus voice. I realized I was speaking. Yeah, it seems it's gonna work. The only thing is the tungsten is not straight in there. It's wobbling, but I think it's gonna work. And yeah, so let's go. And more angle, you said, what would you say a good angle is? Because like in the book for the welder, it was looking like you have to bring it 2 times the thickness of the tungsten. So right now I have a 316, so that will mean like I need like 616, which is not the proper way to measure, but like a 3/8 I think, yeah. But I'm not sure about that, so I feel like it needs to look like a pencil when I'm looking at picture, but yeah, let's try it. Loud noise. All right, I'm a bathroom, I'm forgetting. Don't get it super hot either. Okay, yeah, so right now maybe I was a bit hot because I have some blue on there. So I need to make sure I'm not applying too much pressure. And do I need to get it super sharp? Because again, in the book for the welder, it was saying half the thickness of the tungsten for the point. But everywhere I'm looking, they are basically putting that super sharp. So yeah, I'm gonna wait for Tigui. You can keep it sharp. Perfect. Loud noise. All right, try to focus there. That seems pretty good. The only thing I will say is compared to the video I just sent you, maybe there's not enough grinding mark on it, which I think can cause it to hollow a little bit, like to go sideways a little bit on ignition, like when it's starting to get to melt and create the bottle, but otherwise it seems pretty good. Oh, okay, nice. Sounds good. I don't have any so far. I won't put it in my coffee, but let's just start to put it in the gun. You say before I put it inside my thing, I should cool it? Because right now I can touch it basically. Like it's not hot at all. No, don't put it in coffee. Oh, come on! Where's all the fun if my coffee doesn't taste like tungsten? Wow, what a party pooper. Full touch, perfect. I want to see what other cup I had in here. If I had thicker one, no, I don't. So that's gonna be that cup for my first test because I don't have something else that has a bigger like possibility to hold the. And now, okay, that's another thing. If I'm putting that, I don't know, okay, that's where I didn't do my homework properly. I think from what I understood, that the length you let the tungsten stick out of there is depending on what you're doing and what you are welding, right? So that way, if I need to weld something like from top, I might be working my thing differently. Like I might stick it out a little bit more. And if I want to basically weld something in a corner, it might stick out a little bit more. If I want to weld something really close, it might be not that far from it. Like I've seen people measure that thing and everything, but I have no clue for just scrap metal what I'm supposed to use. Because this morning I think we're going to be cutting just a bit of scrap metal and work with that. So stick it more like that. Where you stop grinding line? Oh, okay, where I stop. Because right now I will be sticking out a little bit, so if I'm following your recommendation, that will be it. So really like a pen basically. And now with that I will be able to create my arc, and I'm gonna need to steady my hand somehow because I'm really not, I'm shaking a lot, so yeah, I'm gonna be able to do something with that. Oh, I'm shaking so much. We get the hang of it because I use the cup as a rest. Yeah, I know there's a concept of cup walking that not everybody's approving, but it seems like something fun to do, like having the cup walking. And I know you can also use different stuff to hold your hand and everything to, like you need to rest properly, ideally for welding. For TIG welding, I feel like I might be doing exactly that at first. And like being sitting down and everything. With my pedal right here, I'm gonna be able to, let's go. So like I know that the cup walking technique that people use, but I don't seem to be able to even walk that cup that much. Oh, okay, there. Oh, that's why they are doing so big movement. And right now it wouldn't be good because I already see that I'm going far. Like I'm going far close, so I need my tongue to focus on my tungsten, not to go too far from my material, I guess, right? That's the idea. You won't be able to yet. It's a hard skill. All right, for real, it's a hard skill. I thought it was easier to walk the cup than to just weld it like on top. The more you know. So what kind of scrap metal do we have in here for us to weld this morning? I think here we should have something decent to try at first. So I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna remove that. What I love about TIG welding so far, even though I haven't tested it yet, is the precision. Everything I'm looking at, it's how precise you can go with the TIG welder. It seems unreal. Like the heat is higher, but it's not spreading as much as TIG welding, as MIG welding, I mean, which is like completely different for me. Loud noise. Loud noise. right, we're getting closer and closer. So here I just took some scrap metal I had laying around that I was keeping for the exact purpose of welding and testing the TIG welder. So I think that's gonna be a really good first test, because basically I have a material that's about 1.5 millimeters, I would say, thick. So I have a bit of material. If at all possible, try to tack both pieces in place. Oh, so to the table, you will say, like tack it to the table or between them. And I guess I'm gonna be welding this way if I want to properly walk my way through. Because you're going to stick the tungsten and then the plates will move. Oh, fair. Yeah, and the idea of that table is exactly doing that, so that's a good idea. Hey, thank you, Tigwig, by the way, for being here. Like, we just chatted out of the blue, like, this morning on TFG's chat, and you're here this morning helping me a lot with that. So I really do appreciate that. I really, like, it means a lot to me this morning. Like I said, I took like a month of break of that project, and like just coming back to it and like having someone new helping me that much, that means the world. It's so cool. Perfect. So yeah, so I'm gonna try to tack it in 2 places each, and yeah, after that we're gonna give it a try, I guess. So I'm gonna bring the welding mask. I'm gonna make sure you guys can see it properly. Oh, there you go. There. Yeah, and me driving fast car is what I like to do, so that's why I'm doing that project. All right, not just that, I love to understand things, actually. And like you asked me this morning why I'm doing the fuel tank with TIG welding when I don't know how to TIG weld, basically, and that's the answer. I love to learn, I love to think. I think like life is always about challenging yourself and trying to get better and better at something. And for me, it's cars. I'm doing autocross. I have a bunch of cars. I've been going into the US for the autocross national tour one time last summer. I did pretty well over there, and so yeah, I just want to make the fastest car, my dream car, something cool that I built myself. So that's it. I'm pretty much done here. I'm gonna connect the welder to the 220. There you go. I had to bring it back a little bit. And all right, learning a skill that you can pass on is more important, in my opinion, than any amount of money. Not speaking for a thing, but makes me happy when you and my other friends are trying welding or other work or welding, because it's disappearing. Yeah, exactly. And we chat about that the other night. Like, it gets to a point where it's kind of rare. Like, back in the days, it was the classic, girls with horses and like horses and stuff, and the boys with the cars. That's not true anymore. Let's say it like it's both of them are a bit disappearing. Maybe less the horses and stuff. And I don't want to be like put it that in general that it is what it is. No, but like, you know what I mean. It's not something we see that often anymore. All right. The last thing I need to take a look at. It's cool to see man, and I'm happy I could offer a bit of help along the way. Yay! Yeah, exactly. And honestly, I feel like some of the worst DIY welder I've met are the one being like, look at this, I know how to weld. Yeah, but no, like they think they know, but they are not. That will sound weird, but like listening and watching their metal and like properly reading what's going on, I will say like on my side, I know I'm not a professional, so I'm maybe overthinking the thing when I'm trying to work on it. So yeah, exactly. So who can bend conduit or troubleshoot a circuit. It's crazy the skill and knowledge base we are losing with the older generation. Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy. Like, even on that car, I've been chasing wiring and stuff like that, and it's just like people are, oh, wires, and I'm like, yeah, wires. Like, it's just fun. You just need to learn and like be confident in it at some point. So let's try to I haven't yet removed paint on the side of the table, so I'm gonna grab the grinder and just remove a touch so I can ground it right around here. That's gonna be a proof of concept. Sorry, I didn't mute the audio there, but it was for 10 seconds. Yeah, and honestly, him having a good solid idea of what he's doing and talking about makes things easy. Yeah, but yeah, basically, I would say that was like my main concern about doing like garage stream and stuff like that, was to get a bit of hate, like people coming by, no, that's not how you're supposed to do it, you young men. And that didn't happen, actually. Like, honestly, everybody who stepped in here, and let's say it, like, a lot of them were like people from TFG's chat, which means a lot of friendly people already. And yeah, so when I started that was my main concern, I will say, but I was like, hey, just try it and you'll see. And at the end, like right now, after a solid 6 months on the project, something like that, everyone who came here to give me advice was solid advice. Like, it was always something, and I'm always like allowed to not listen to an advice, but going with the mentality that I don't know everything, I have a lot to learn, and I want to learn. Well, here we are, and I have people helping me learning that, and that makes it worth like a million times the fact I put a bit of money to get a streaming setup and everything, and instead of doing that all on my own. So that's amazing, honestly. So I'm really happy about all that. All right, so there we are. Yeah, he has a solid community, honestly. Like, I realized that since I'm in TFG's chat, and it was a bit out of nowhere, I decided to watch that guy. I was not even watching Twitch that much at that time, and he really hooked me up to that. And since then, like, me and Micah, we have been chatting together, and I realized that the other day, since 2022, like end of 2022, and we are in 2024. That's incredible. Like, everything, the time passed so fast, and now my main friend with who I'm playing are like English people. That's crazy. Like, and that was also a thing. At first I was like going half and half French and English because I was a bit shy with my English, but now I'm like, fuck it, like, take my accent straight to the face. And I'm not bothered anymore with it, so I'm just going all in. I mean, I improved in the last 2 years because Spider-Verse was a job entirely in English, so every meeting I had to speak in English. And yeah, since I've been playing with Micah, Lump, Hawk quite a lot on Tarkov, well, I didn't really have the choice for the comms. There we are. The machine is on. Hola, je viens de finir 3000 meetings. Peux-tu me confirmer si Midnight a mangé ce matin? No, he didn't. Désolé, Flo, j'ai oublié. Oh non, pauvre petit chien. I forgot to give food to my dog. Well, but Le Copin is going to take care of that. So how do I know how much gas I have? There's a little like metal thingy inside here, but it's not going up at the moment. Even when I'm opening the valve all the way up. So let's see. disgrace. It's not fist that way, Micah, but yeah. All right, I'm gonna bring you front cam. Front cam. Yeah, I'm. Maybe that's gonna get against me teaching Micah so many bad words. Yeah, I know exactly what you meant, but I can make like I can go with a way like oh no, I don't know, I don't understand. Who are you? All right, let's turn that up for now because it's loud. Now you got it, Micah. Dual side. I don't even know if that's allowed on Twitch, so watch out. There you go. So when I'm opening the valve here and the gas bottle is pretty much fully open, yeah, now it is. I think the metal ball should go up to where I should be having my pressure. You have to push the foot pedal down. That's why it needs turns on for that. All right, let's try it. So let's turn that on. Oh no, and I have everything set to way too high here. All right, so I will be able to close it quite a lot. There we go, just under 20. Whoa, just under 20 right there. Now I will have to set my pre-flow and stuff like that just before. Am I still live? The camera's bug, right? Yeah, I know that. But there's a reason for that. Let me try it. Now it's back on. Oh my god, don't tell me that. Oh shit, okay, wait a sec. Okay, guys, try to guess what just happened in here if you didn't saw it in the small cam on the side. Nope, there wasn't any arc or anything. I saw my monitor shut down and all the light dimmed down. And that cable is way thicker than the one from the MiG. I'm on a 220 circuit. I have some good amp coming into the panel here. This is a 30 amp circuit. Now let's see. All right, if I'm looking here, I just want to make sure. Yeah, it is a fan cool. Trying to understand the panel at the back to see if I'm getting over the amperage I should be using, because I think it initiates over 30. Tell them to turn on the emergency nuclear backup. I didn't blew the fuse. That's the thing. And the first time I clicked the pedal, I didn't have any trouble. So I think it's gonna be a send it. All right, so let's turn that back on. So far, so good. All right, what current do you think I need to start? That's a warm-up. The upslope, I'm gonna put it quite low. Full. No. For tacking it, I won't need any filler rod, right? For just tacking on the side. Oh, that's because of flow. Thing triggered the screamer there. FLO anywhere in your sentence will trigger a screamer, by the way. Yeah, no, so the pre-flow and everything, I'm gonna be removing that. The pulse is off. What is the difference between 2T and 4T? Because I know it sounds like 2 temps, 4 temps, like 2-stroke, 4-stroke, but I don't think it's engine related. Downslope, I'm gonna remove it. Upslope, I'm gonna remove it. It's gonna start straight to its point. What is the difference though? That's the thing I don't know. What is the difference between 2T and 4T? Oh, I would have done my research afterward, so don't worry about it. All right. Okay, guys, next track. Oh, I'm still alive. I thought the computer just turned off. Oh my God. Let me guess. So, is it this? What's going on? I saw both monitors go off right now. All right. Well, that sounds like a bit of a problem. In 2T mode, pressing the TIG torch button starts welding, releasing the button and the welding. In 4T mode, there are, oh yeah, click, click. The first press hand switch to adjust the start current, the second release the hand switch to adjust. Oh yeah, okay. So it's basically only a thing with the controller on the handle. So with the foot pedal, I don't have to care about that. Perfect, so I don't have to care about it. So that, okay, there's no current in there, perfect. All right. So that computer is connected to that. If I was connecting it, but it's the entire garage that's not happy when I'm doing that, so that sounds like an electrical panel problem. And I know a way to fix that because I have basically a 60 amp wire, like a cable getting in here with absolutely nothing plugged to it. So I was planning at some point to put a second electrical panel in the garage just to handle all the 220 accessories in here, like tools and stuff. So that means we might need that to make that little unit work. All right, because I could try to just send it and I might go offline because of that. But we can try it. That will be fantastic, not gonna lie. because basically that was already a plan, but yeah, adding like I have my electrical panel over there. There's a hole next to it. I already have a second panel that I got. I need to look if there's 220, like if there's dual fuse breaker in it. But yeah, if I have 220 volts breaker in it, I need to just put it in place, plug like wire my main on it, because basically save the day, Micah. But yeah, basically I had like when I bought the house there was a spa next to it, but I didn't want it, so they sold it and everything, and there was like basically the wire for the spa that was down there. So there was like the garage is on a 50 amp breaker inside the house, and the spa was on a 60 amp one. So I was like, hey yo, I can double my garage electrical possibility, so I'm gonna bring it to the garage, so it's going underground up to here. So that could be a really cool thing to do. That would be a good idea. I mean, for MIG welding it was going well, but I can see where TIG welding it will be not precise at all. Yeah, to feel the filling wire, yeah. Because MIG welding, I really love those, but that's a really good idea. All right, I'm going to try, okay, what time is it? Are we doing a 50-50? It's 11:35. Okay, are we doing a 50-50, guys? Usually, okay, so that's also a thing, by the way. I'm usually streaming from Monday to Thursday when I'm a good streamer, which I'm not always, like 2 times a day. So 9:30 to 12, and then 2 to 4.5, I will say. So I'm basically trying to do 5 hours of work on the car every, like 4 days a week. Right now, if everything shuts down, because I think it might just be the intensity when it's starting, but maybe it will fix itself right after. If it shut everything off and the breaker just go poof, I will not turn back the stream on, okay guys? Is that a deal? We're doing a 50-50. Now, before I try it, where should I set my my amp, guys? I'm gonna be back this afternoon, so normally. That's stressful. You can just try to heat both the plate and the table without filler. All right, so I'm at 90. Is 90 amp strong enough to try to just tack it there? Perfect. Yeah, that's what I saw, so I wasn't sure, but yeah. So, like I said, that cam's probably still broken. Dual side. Dual side. Dual side. My mic cannot hear me because of that. Dual side. I'm gonna go with the mouse. Oh no, it's not broken yet. All right. So, like I was saying, I'm gonna give it a try. Try to create a little electrical arc right on the side here, just to tack weld it in place, okay? So if this is working, well, I'm gonna keep going, but seeing how it was reacting, I'm in TIG, I'm in DC, that's perfect. I'm just rewatching all the, all right, you know what? First of all, yeah, I know I need to make no contact with the tip. Just before that, if you want to see everything, is there anything you think is not doing great right now? I think everything's pretty much there. So I removed the start current and down the, like the upslope and downslope are removed. I'm going straight. Is it maybe what it is though? I had like a little bit at first when I pressed the pedal and it was okay. I'm gonna put just a touch of it. just so maybe it will start at a lower current and make it work better. But I'm gonna try that. Then no pre-flow, no post-flow off, or just a touch, just a touch. No, basically that one, what I can do, because when I watch some review of the welder, you can have an upslope, but it's not the pulse. I have the pulse at the bottom here, but you can go from just to create the puddle from a lower current setting and ramp up on in millisecond to the current setting you want. So it just helps for a progressive puddle to happen and have control over it. All right, am I blowing up the breaker right there? Let me put you back up. Yeah, honestly, the welder is amazing for what it is. So for the price and everything, that's pretty amazing. All right. So guys, it was a pleasure. If everything turns down, I'm gonna be back this afternoon doing I don't know what, because the plan was to practice welding. So we might just, I might go to the shop, grab some new disc pad to turn that table into a welding table, and also start figuring out what we're doing for the electricity problem, and might be preparing some pie cut for on an old, well, not old, but like just something leftover of exhaust tube from the Camaro. So we might be doing that this afternoon, but I'm gonna be back. All right, guys, it was a pleasure. And if everything goes out, I love you all. See you this afternoon. I'm gonna send it. I'm still live. And I fucked up my tungsten there. I didn't. How? I didn't make a contact. No, this is not. The table's supposed to be in a. It's not supposed to be in stainless. Same with that thing here, that's milled steel. All right. Well, maybe not enough gas. Hey, I'm still live. All right, let me try something, because the tungsten just melted. So maybe I just did something really wrong. It feels like, if I was to guess something, gas. I won't touch it with. Look what it did. I just saw like the arc getting created. Then I hold it in place and it melted the tungsten instead of the material there. Poor quality tungsten, maybe. All right, let me try to sharpen it back. At least I'm still alive. Gotta take the win. Let's bring back the airline. This is going to happen a lot. Just sharpen and keep rolling. Okay, but why is it going to happen a lot? I'm trying to just figure out what, because I've never seen that in any videos I've been watching. So now I'm just concerned of what I've did wrong. Front cam. Front cam. Oh, did my mic? Maybe the mic didn't like when the current shut down a little bit. Loud noise. loud noise. Yep, nothing's working anymore. Let me check. This is part by a few things, and you might, to rule out some stuff, maybe stick the tungsten out a little more so it's closer to work. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm just going to check if the butt's still okay with what's going on. Whoops. Oi. Oh, the butt crashed. That's why. I'm starting back at the butt. Voice control, setting. You're not on the right one, are you? Nope. Where is, oh my god, it's written so small there. Oh yeah, it was on Yeti. Dual front. There you go. Perfect. Just had crashed. Dual side. Loud noise. Funny first test where I was expecting to go offline due to power outage caused by the weather. Maybe I was a bit too straight into it. Much more gas in All right, sorry for that. Yeah, I said I will put a bit more pre-flow just to make sure I have plenty of gas. And my connection, you mean that here? Oops. So I have the gas, the main ground, the controller, which is the pedal, and my main torch. So everything's in here. Back here. Yeah, the ground is negative. Yep, ground is negative here, and I have positive here. So, gas is indeed open, just to make sure also. Hey, never know. All right. That's a good double check. give it more gas. I did open it a little bit, so let's try it again. So I'm gonna be around 20 normally now. Go to, okay. All right, watch out. I'm at 25. I saw the screen go off, light goes there, but we're still live, so we're gonna keep going. At least the internet's not shutting down. So I'm gonna be twisting the cam. That. Sorry for the travel, it's not cool, I know. There we go. So I have more gas, and I was really straight like this. So I'm gonna put maybe a little bit more angle to that, like this. Is that a good idea? Or should I be able to go straight up front? Oh, I wanted to push the helmet to the maximum because it was freaking bright. Okay. All right. Test number 2. Oh, and all right, last question. No, not the last, we all know that, but yeah, last question. Should I push the, get the plate hot? Focus on melting one piece, not both at once. Yeah, I was trying to melt the top plate and push the puddle to the table because I don't care about how it looks on top here. So since it's scrap metal, so I was expecting that to melt and go down and bring the puddle with me, and it never happened. The puddle happened on the tungsten basically. So yeah, that's what I was looking for. And it didn't happen. Also, should I push the pedal straight to the floor? Like, should I go straight to max current right there? I'm guessing so, because I want to tack weld. Okay, I start low. Okay. Sounds good. We're gonna make it. We're gonna try it. Okay, like creating the arc, then increasing to create a puddle, then work the puddle to the table. Okay, perfect, sounds good. Let's give it a try. I have hairs in my face. There you go. Ready? Go. I've melted the tungsten again, but I was able to create a puddle actually. But the tungsten did melt again. Right now, this is how the tungsten. Which plate? The top here or these? Because this is like not stainless for sure. I do have a magnet. Maybe but I don't think the table is either. Because what I'm using is something I welded with the MIG welder. Let me check with the magnet. Where is my magnet? Should be in here. Yep. This is and yeah, the table is sticking to. All right. Might be a matter of the way the tungsten is reacting to the metal is weird. You see the yellow smoke? Oh no, I haven't seen the yellow smoke. Because I didn't saw it with the mask, but you saw some yellow smoke, you said? Because I saw it get red, glowy red, and like not reacting great, but I haven't seen smokes through the mask. Knight is waiting in front of your garage door. Must hear. Oh, poor little boy. Come in here, boy. It's time for some doggy. Hello, Nita. Front cam. Front cam. The butt is dying with that. Lol. Where's my mouse over there? Nita, midnight. Midnight. Viens. Le doggy. Viens-t'en. Va chichi. Va chichi. Viens-t'en. Oh, big boy. Big boy. In your puddle, it's on the weld. Oh. Nah, he's small. Oh oui, gros chien. Oh oui, gros chien. The smallest boy. Smallest boy. Pom 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 pom. All right, let's get back to the welding. Now you need to get out, boy. Yeah, you want to go outside anyway, right? It's way better outside of the garage. Doesn't smell like metal and scrap. Get out. Good job. There's someone here. We're all right. That big boy. All right. Let's try to figure it out. So, that was the midnight break. Let's sharpen the tungsten one more time. Can I touch that? Yes, it does. Cool down quite fast. The best kind of break, yeah, sure. A little boy. All right. Loud noise. Loud. Oh yeah, the butt is broken. That's what I said. So welding is breaking the butt, the cam, and basically everything. Like right now, in fact, I'm pretty sure it's not breaking the cam itself, but more the mic on top. So I'm gonna, if I'm doing that and then that, loud noise. It's breaking. Welders have that effect on everything. It's breaking the listening option of the butt actually. So I can just reset it. All right. Other question, could it be because it's too cold? I'm asking. Stupid question maybe. I never had a big issue with that. And not true. I had a small issue with cold metal with the MIG welder, where I had to start at a higher amp and then move down. But I don't see why, if it was the case, it will be melting. Because basically, like I had that problem where I know you can heat the metal while welding and you have to turn down the intensity, the temp a little bit because you're getting too much heat compared to when you start. But yeah, because right now, look, it's really doing a puddle at the end there. Oh, we had it. There you go. So, all right, so instead of trying to warm up, I can try to just send it. Let's try that. Loud noise. Loud noise. my other question will also be, am I maybe overheating the tungsten when sharpening it, and then it gets easy to melt down? But at the same time, I'm like, yo, the welding process, like the welding process is probably way harder on the tungsten than that. 2% the red tungsten, okay, yeah. So I ordered some more gray, but I could go and grab some red one too, because I think the red one are not doing the stainless, right? And also I think they are they have a warning on them for when sharpening them they can cause cancer compared to those ones. I think that's what I heard. All right, so that. Okay, let's do one thing. I did assemble that thing myself, the torch. Can it be something I did wrong in there? Let's try to figure it out first. So I'm gonna go through that, and you're gonna tell me if I did something wrong in here. So I have that. Have my tungsten here with the holder there, and on the end there I have this with my little part here. So like everything seems to go in a logical way here. I can get that over there. I can put that through here. And then I'm going, components is they call it shoulder tungsten. If you put the wrong one in the tungsten, wouldn't fit. Oh yeah, so that makes sense. But now it's fitting perfectly. If I'm loosening the back here, I can adjust the length. And when I'm pushing it here, it's solid and I cannot move the tungsten anymore. So that's a good one, right? And I was showing the cam that I'm not even showing you. Side, dual side. Dual side. There you go. So let's get that done again because it's not really long. So the back there, that's good. That here and in here under the cup, that. So everything seems to make sense to me. Like everything connect like I saw on the book. So I shouldn't be really wrong with that one, right? I also know that I've looked for all my connection to make sure I'm not having leaks on my gas. That's one thing I did. Perfect. Oh, it's all good. So many 9. All right, so let's try that again. So we won't put some upslope. We will just go straight to 90, add full strength to that and see how it's reacting. All right, here we go again. And now since I'm gonna go all the way up, make sure you fire up, get as close as possible without touching, then back off. Okay, and I'm gonna have a bit of pre-flow also, so that's the thing. So I'm gonna try to pre-flow it to just a touch, so there's about half a second of pre-flow, and then it's sending it. So, here we go again. Make sure this is not in the way. Perfect. It's freaking bright, to be fair. I wasn't expecting it to be that bright. All right, so I'm gonna try. Do you think I could just try on top here to melt a puddle to see how it reacts? That could be a thing, right? Just to see on top how it reacts before trying to tack it to the table. perfect, because we will see a bit better what it's doing, right? So let's try that. Mask on, foot pedal, and I'm gonna press it now. I just melted again the tungsten. Let me try again with just adding on top of it. Yeah, now my tungsten is melting away. Is it like I had, there's no paint. There's no paint on it. And the side here was also sanded. There's maybe like a layer of something. I can try to remove even more metal. Make it yeah, you can hear something go weird, eh? All right, let's try that. Because if there's paint, would it? Because there's no paint on that, and like I added enough heat to go through, but yeah. And now I have the advertisement for the ad thing. Let me just grab it there, turn that off. You aren't yelling yet, so you're better off than me already. Okay, yeah. The blob is basically the tungsten that melted on it. Focus, please. Focus, yeah. So yeah, Mike, I'm not raging. But I think you're right. I see there's like a layer of probably like anti-rust or something on that plate. And that's true. I remember reading that for TIG welding, you need to make sure everything is super duper clean. Okay, so that will be it. That will be contamination, basically. Let's try to remove a touch of it. All right, loud noise. I almost died. Hey. So shiny metal on the side, really nothing left in there. We do confirm this is the idea, right? I melted a bit of tungsten inside the cup. That's not great. Perfect, so clean. So, all right, let me even put more here. I'm gonna grind even more material out there just to make sure it's super duper clean, and we can try again on the middle. I'm still, okay, loud noise. Loud noise. All right, the button's not working again. Perfect, so we're gonna be using that as another test there. So we're gonna test in the center there. So let me again sharpen the tungsten. We're getting used to this. A lot of practice. So is Tarkov, and I'm not raging. Except the other night when I died 3 raids in a row in less than 2 minutes, but that's another story for another time. Loud noise. Yeah, the butt is down. Sorry for the noise. I seem to have a really good point here. I always prep over what I reasonably need to do. Just like when I wire a panel or up to terminate turbine, sometimes I over prep my metal and still have an issue. This composure shows his TIG welding future will be good. What do you mean his composure? What do you mean? I'm not sure I get it. Man, you cannot rage in here. Like, there's freaking lo-fi in our here, like, to make the day good. We're just enjoying the moment. Oh, okay, well, thank you. Nah, I'm not getting pissed. I got myself into that, and like, I could be, like, I'm just already privileged to just have time off to work on that, so I love it. All right. I mean, the only panic I have right now is that we're gonna be out of tungsten before the end of the day. So I won't have anything to stream this afternoon. I'm already over my lunch break, and I'm like, oh well, worst case it's gonna be just one stream today, and I'm gonna grind some Tarkov, you know, because I'm out of stuff. But I can always go to the shop this afternoon, so tomorrow I have something. All right. So, clean metal now. We see how shiny it is. So we're gonna go full send 90 amps, and I'm gonna be right over here. I'm gonna go back on some stuff. We tried different things, but since we think now it is that, I'm gonna push the tungsten back into the place where I started grinding, just like you told me to on the first shot. Because so far everything we tried with the tungsten didn't work, so we might back out on those changes and bring it back here. So now I'm really close. And I just want to avoid like adding many different factors because we are chasing the problem. So we're just gonna go there. I'm gonna be right there, close, without touching, and I'm gonna full send it. So let's go. All right, the tungsten melt again on the clean metal. Yeah, the tungsten might be too cheap or something. At this point, I'm really thinking it might be that the problem. I forgot I didn't have to remove all that. Because look what it did again. Okay, now I have another possibility there. Am I overheating it while sharpening it, therefore creating a problem within the tungsten? Hey, that time the garage light didn't go on, so we didn't have too much problem with the welder. So it's not enough, because otherwise, you want to know what I'm gonna guess? If we keep having that problem, electricity in the garage. If the current cannot keep up with what is required by the welder, well, technically we're not going over it just because. Excellent question. I have no clue. It was like in the package, so I need to look at it, and I don't remember where I put the paper, but that's not the point. Usually I'm putting all the papers around here, so let's see if it's there. Sorry, you're gonna shake a little bit. I just need to take a look where my paper could be. No, it's not there. You think so? We can try. I can sharpen it back and try at the lower amp. Man, I don't remember where I put the book for it. I thought it was right under it, but it's not. I have some of the stuff here, but yeah. Where's the book? No clue. All right, I'm gonna go check on the internet. Gray tungsten resistance. That will be a good shout, honestly. What is a VFD, Micah? You need to teach me about that. But yeah, I was thinking of it, and basically I just want to make sure, like, it's because right now I'm sharing heater, the electric heater with the compressor, with the welder, the same 220 connector. Like the socket there, it's the only place I can connect all those things. I always have to switch. So right now it's getting freaking cold in the garage because I had to disconnect the electric heater to work with the welder. High arms can distort the tungsten. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Honestly, the not enough amp or like inconsistent electric issue could be a thing. So, and great tungsten. Great tungsten. That gray one should be a 2% serrated gray tungsten. The torch is from CK World, so I'm guessing the tungsten is also from CK World. Application. Good for low alloyed steels, non-corroding steels, aluminum alloys, magnesium alloys, titanium, nickel, and copper alloys. Non-radioactive, great! Long service life, not with me, it seems like, lol. Available diameter, I'm in 3, yeah, that's 332. So I'm gonna go check max amp with that. 332 max amp. .332 tungsten being able to carry 150 to 200 amps. Front cam. Oh yeah, it's broken. Press X for doubt. Okay. Tungsten tip melting. When TIG welding using either AC or DC, select the appropriate size and type of tungsten electrode for the given amperage to avoid arc starting problem. Too large of tungsten for the given amperage can cause the arc to rotate around the tip, while too small of tungsten can melt and cause the arc to become unstable. All right, I'm saying this is, but let's look. It's probably written on that piece there. You say it's probably you might need a 1/8. Okay. But you say it is a big range, but it's probably depending on the quality of it. I'm gonna make sure. Yeah, this is 332. It's written there, 2.4 millimeter. But why would I need smaller? That's like something I don't get. Why would I need smaller to like? I mean, 2.4 millimeter should be used for some type of welding, I guess. I should be able to melt it through. What is the melting point? Okay. TIG weld problem melting tungsten on a forum. Let's see that. So you should be fine. You're not working on heavy metal. Yeah. And I feel like 332 seems like to be a really good baseline. Yeah, that's for sure, Micah. And I was thinking about just putting cables, so I might just go grab some wires and do that this week. Cause look, oh, you won't see it right there, but like I have the cable right over there. We have someone basically doing the same thing. Mais non, c'est pas encore fini, David. T'as pas vu, par exemple, à matin, on a déballé la T-56. Puis ben, je me suis laissé un peu emporter dans le projet. Fait que le char va être encore plus épique que prévu, mais bon. Ben, il n'y a pas grand chose de nouveau, juste beaucoup d'à côté. Fait que. Alright, Micah's an English speaker, so he doesn't know the length of the tabarnak sometimes, I guess. But it's a pretty good one, Micah. I love it. Alright, so. By the way, David, right now we're learning how to TIG weld and it's not going well. I'm melting the tungsten and I don't get why. And we have a welding inspector in chat right now, Tigwig. So, tabarnak, it's swearing in French Canadian, like a really bad swearing. Like being tabarnak, David, means basically getting disappointed and annoyed by someone. Like, hey! You mother bastard. Alright, hi, I am learning TIG weld and I have a problem. I use 116, alright, it's not 116, is it? No, we are a bit thicker than that. Mild steel and 80, 100, 200 amps, 15 psi of argon, DC. The problem is that the tungsten melts and form a blob. That's our problem right there. Too much heat, or the part you're trying to weld is too thin. Well, the part we're trying to weld is not too thin. It's like a little bit over a millimeter. Like we have a pretty decent piece of metal. And too much heat maybe, but at the same time, like we were on 90 amp for a 332, like a 2.4 millimeter tungsten that's supposed to be holding up to 150. The problem is that the tungsten melt and form a bulb in about 2-3. Oh, he is having that in minutes, 2 to 4 minutes. We're having that in seconds. Lol. I'm not an expert, but I think you're running too many amps for that 116. Okay for tax, but for long beads, John. Okay, not for long beads. So agree 116.3. I will try a 332. I can tell after you dip the tungsten in the puddle or before. for steel, what is the polarity, Tig? Because you look at my settings here, but it's coming back there. Is it supposed to run positive in the torch? Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I'm in DC right here, and I'm in Tig Nut MMA. And other than that, it's positive to the torch. That is why I wanted to check the polarity. Yeah, it makes sense, because I'm just looking there and it says like it will burn the tungsten straight away, which I feel like it's doing a little bit. So lift start Tig, then the torch must be on ground. Is this Tig unit or is it a lift start no high freak? I have no idea what that guy's saying. If it is a lift start Tig, then the torch must be on ground side and ground in the positive side of welder. What do you mean reverse? I'm almost sure we're getting there. I'm almost sure we have the positive and negative reversed. Or are you just pulling it out of the container and inserting in the torch? No, we're not doing that. We sharpen that. You have your torch on positive and ground on negative. Yeah, exactly. That's what I have right there. I have a plus under the torch. I have a minus under the ground. But that guy was saying, and I just want to check. Flip them? Let's try that. I feel like what it's doing right now result in something similar to that. So let's do this. So I'm turning that off. Right, and that here, there, let's flip that. There. Oh, let's try that. If this is working, now we're gonna know that we were wrong the whole time. All right, so that let me bring back the drill. At least the stream didn't went off, so we can still troubleshoot all that. Yeah, no, and like depending on like it says there was 2 types of TIG welding machine. I didn't know that. So yep. Loud noise. It's still not working. I will reset the. Oh, it's not turning back on. All right, wait. Gonna reset the bot. David, es-tu encore là? Good job encore pour la compétition de drift. Dave, the guy that wasn't there, won this weekend sim racing drift competition. That is pretty awesome. He was fighting some mental drivers out there, proving he's among the best. Loud noise. Loud noise. All right, it's not working. Dual side. Still not working. Okay, you're gonna have to listen to that. Sorry. All right, that one did one too many tungsten, I think. So let's do that. Brand new. All right, we're missing a bit of air in the compressor, so it's not turning as fast as it is used to, but we're gonna be trying that anyway, because we wanna make some tries. Not to add the laundry list of commands, but maybe loud and not loud for VIP, so we could help. Yeah, that is something I was planning at some point and forgot to do, so I'm all up for that. By the way, Bloodstone not here this morning. No one used the friendme command. Wow. Rude. And the hug was used one time at least, so that's cool. Reason, some of you might get timed out, but this is a sacrifice I am willing to make. Thank you, Micah, for getting timed out. Let's go to the moon. Hopla. There you go. I could set the goal at 100 actually. Cool. So while Micah is timed out, because he sacrificed himself to give us some will to learn, I'm gonna go with that, do that, and we're gonna be trying another time. So I'm gonna reduce the current to maybe 75, 80. Let's put it at 80. Not a big change, just giving us some help. And I'm gonna go and try to just do a puddle here that I can control. We'll see how it is going. Everything's still open. Yes, it is. And yeah, we're gonna try it. So we just reverse basically the positive and negative, which honestly I feel like could be the thing. So I'm gonna be pushing back the tungsten a touch more. There you go. So I'm really close to my gas. And put that in. There we go. Hey guys, we just welded. Let's go! It was only this. I've done a solid puddle trail there, and I was seeing it, I was able to control it, and I feel like the garage was happier this way. Like the electrical. Let's go! Progression! All right, now let's turn up the amp a little bit. I feel like at 90 I was missing a bit of strength, so I'm now tack them suckers. So I turned that up to 100. I really had a good feeling with the pedal when I released it at the end there. I just need to think that I also have a pulse flow that I need to keep in there. But I know it's not important right now. It's just that I want to try it. So let's go. I'm going to try to tack weld the side. And I just lost something. And I just lost my mic. Wait a sec. It's funny because now Micah cannot like celebrate with us because it's time out for 2 minutes. Whoa, that fucker. Tabarnak, Micah. Oh, I'm so happy right now. All right, my magnet just fell in my shirt somewhere. Here it is. What made me happy was really to see the puddle appearing and like the tungsten not melting. So it was really just that. And it felt so good, the precision. Honestly, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, when listening to TIG, well, I have no experience, so I have no idea. I'm really more looking at it than anything. So right there, I was really looking at the puddle and bringing it with me. But what am I supposed? I know if it's too hot, I'm gonna hear some popping, I think, but I'm not exactly sure what to listen to. I'm gonna go and try to do the tack on the side. I didn't tacked it. Lol. Let's try again. I did a good fusion, but it didn't weld it together. There. Hey, we have a tack weld. Oh, I've missed a message on top there. I'm gonna do the second tack, and then I'm gonna be. That's what you want. All you want to hear is the machine. Oh, okay. I'm gonna read all your message right after that tack welded here. Yay! That one was so cool. It was so easy on that side. Holy crap! Let's go! Oops. Hopefully I didn't went offline. No, I'm not. Yo, the feeling on that second one. Holy crap, I'm turning that up for now. Just want to show you guys. Let's put that here. Sheesh! That one felt so good. I can already tell you I'm gonna have so much fun. Chef kiss, let's go. That one here felt so good. Like I saw the puddle just ram down the side of the metal plate and stick straight there. And like everything's looking so good. That one here, I put way more heat on the top there before going down. But that one I was with a better angle, which bring the puddle straight there at the bottom. Now let me read everything you wrote there. Make sure you listen to the well, when you made that little puddle, you didn't hear anything. That's what you want. All you want to hear is the machine. You have to make sure to drag the arc to the table. You might need some rod as well. Good job, man. Before you weld the two together, clean the joint up a little. Yeah, exactly what I was going to do. We can already see in here that we have a difference in luminance there and brightness. So I'm gonna remove the protective layer on that one. I'm gonna re-clean that edge there and we're gonna try it. That's exciting. Oh, I'm so hungry. I still haven't eaten since this morning and it's almost 1 p.m. Whew. Loud noise. Still not working, eh? I'm gonna take a look. Oh, that's because it considered the Yeti disconnected right now. So my mic went cacabouzin. Now it should be online. Come on, you can find it. Maybe it didn't like that. Progress, you're eating that TIG machine for lunch, Paul. Oh yeah. But honestly, that's crazy because like it took a bit of time. It took some learning, like a learning process for everything. But I did exactly the same freaking thing as the first one. I just had the positive and negative reversed. And I mean, it's part of the game, so yeah. Sorry for the noise, I cannot turn on right now because my mic seems to be not happy because of the intensity. I think, however, it stabilized the electricity so far now that we reversed that. So maybe it was really going hard on the electrical system with that reverse. So, sorry for the noise. that is called reverse polarity. Okay, and polarity and why, like we call what I'm using right now reverse polarity, I guess, but like why exactly is it this way? It's just the machine that's done this way, I guess. Like the process with that one is done like that. Hey, I haven't stick the tungsten to the metal also. I was having a really steady place. Well, I was not traveling though, so yeah. Yeah, on a, when you have your torch on that is reverse. Okay, and yeah, so it's really just the machine. Yeah, remind me that next time, because I will try to do it also because the setup is not too painful right now to put in place. Because basically I'm using GitHub for, if you don't know what GitHub is, it's basically for the like bringing project when you're basically doing coding and stuff. So this is what's allowing me to set up my garage stream from my computer inside, but I have to transfer stuff. So this morning I had to wake up early to put the friendme and hug in place, but yeah. Let's go. Okie doo. So are we trying to, I'm gonna put the camera back on the other side just to have place, because I already have way too much things to think of right now. So there you go. So now we're gonna try to join those two things. So if I know what I'm doing, which I'm not, I should be able to just do that and basically add a little bit of rod on top here, like within the puddle I'm creating with the art, just to fill that gap and help it have material to penetrate. So that's what I'm understanding about what it is supposed to do. Be careful with the end of the rod. I like to bend it so I don't poke myself in the eye. Fair. Right now it's really going on the opposite side of me, so I should be good, but that's a good tip actually. So I picked up the rod they gave me when I told them mill seal, so I have no idea how it's gonna react, and yeah, sounds good. All right, so I'm turning back on the welder. Is 100 amp too much? We'll see. I have my pedal to control normally, so now heat both plate. What do you mean heat both plate? Like moving left to right while doing it, or going in the middle and just make sure I'm staying in the middle? Okay, perfect. Let's try that. All right, let's say this is not the best traveling pace, but there we go with my first TIG welding. So the puddle are not even spaced. Like it's not really even, but that will work, I guess. that beginning is gorgeous, so it's really flush. Here I can tell I released the throttle to see how it was going. I will call it the throttle, by the way. You can be sure of that. It's just like a car. And I released it, and so my material stayed on top, so I pushed it back down there again, and it looked perfect. Like it went back flush. So yeah, now my traveling pace, let's not talk about it. At first here, I went 100% and just work with the nozzle of the torch to make it wet like you told me to. And then I went and just added a bit of material while I was going, a bit of rod while I was going. And I realized I was starting to dig into it a little bit, like maybe at 25% here. So I just released the touch, and I started moving forward, and then here I released a little bit more, like maybe I was instead of 3/4 like 2/3 down there, and I started having bubble on top. Well, not bubble, but just like it was not going as flush. So I would say 100 amp for my material right now felt pretty good, and just releasing to maybe 85 to 90 amp when the heat was starting to be in there. I don't know if my heat went too far on the side fill, but I don't think. It seems pretty good, to be fair. You have plenty of heat for okay. The rest is just time and experience. You have to be steady and comfortable. Yeah, fair. That makes sense. Like honestly, having to weld with both hands and my foot down there, that's new. If you take the slack of your torch hose, put it over your shoulder, you have better torch control. There's going a lot going on. Yeah, exactly. But honestly, it feels good. Like, I know that's not perfect. We all know that. But I feel like this is a process I'm gonna like a lot. It's slower than MIG, and I feel like I have way more control, just like if I was drawing something. Like it really feels more like something artistic you can take your time on. And I'm an artist, so for me that just felt great. All right, we keep going. So you said loose over the shoulder, like that, like this, and then I'm gonna put that, make it wet again, and then we're gonna try to go. I think I was overall trying to go maybe a bit too fast, or not too fast, but like the puddle is not looking as good as I would like it to be, but it will be like working. Yep, 100 amp is really good until the edge there where I released but not fast enough. So it was basically melting this side. But other than that, like if I was to do something like this, I would have tack weld the other side here. But that second pass here, I feel like my spacing and my speed where I travel is way better. Like we can already tell here, it's like really spaced. Here we can see the puddles are a little bit overlapping each other. I'm trying to show you the best as I can. And it's really flush. Sometimes I like to grind the tungsten again and again just to be sure. A little less heat. Okay, you will pull less heat. What tells you that? I want to know, what do you see in there that tells you less heat? Because the end, I know that I needed less heat, but in the center there, what are you seeing? Yeah, okay, so that we agree with. Like at the end of the plate there, I'm melted, but yeah. flat. Okay, isn't that supposed to get close to flat? Or do we need to keep some material on top? Now I'm gonna cut the side there just to see how it reacted underneath. I want to see how much penetration I got in there. Throwing stuff on the ground. I did my first TIG welding, let's go do that. I'm so happy right now, I'm like a kid. I'm like a freaking kid right now. There we go. I'm gonna restart the, oh no, it was the microphone. Depending on what you're looking for. Okay, because usually when I was MIG welding, I love when it was getting really flush. Well, not flush, but like close to it. So I know I added material and it went deep into there. All right, so sorry for the noise, won't be long. There we go. Yep, at the end there. So at the end there, I went all the way through. Of course, that was to be expected. Here though, it didn't melt through the entire thing. Like, there we are. And that's what it looks like on the other side. As you slow down and control your heat better, you can start to build up metal on the surface profile. Okay. Well, thank you, TIG. Thank you so much. Honestly, I appreciate that. Because, yeah, we can see the first try here compared to the second one. We see where the heat went on and just destroyed the material over there, which I knew was going to happen. I tried to release the pedal, but not quick enough. But like that second pass here, I'm really, really happy. That one here, we can see it's a first try, but I'm really happy with it. Let's go. Oh, all right. TIG welding feel just so good. Holy crap, honestly, it maybe takes longer to do stuff. It may take longer, but like, cause like MIG welding is just straightforward, but that is 1,000 times better. Change when you got the slack off. Yeah, basically that. And I was seeing my hand shaking a little bit, so I know I can improve that. Oh, I can't wait for that. Stainless, I'm really looking forward to that. That's gonna be in maybe a month or two, something like that. Aluminum might be not that far from us, but it's gonna be one thing only. Basically what I want to do, and it's probably either I destroy the thing or it's gonna work, but we'll see. It's this aluminum cover for the LS engine. I need to tap and add a -10 AN fitting in there, and there is some aluminum bung you can put, so I can just drill a hole like right here and weld it from the inside over here. So that will be the idea. So like, and I can buy one that is already having bungs on both sides, but it's $150, so I would like to at least try it myself, and if I destroy that cover, then move on to an aftermarket product. But yeah, I will try to do it myself. So yeah, because basically if I'm buying a $15 bung to put in there, like on this side, and it works, it will have been a really worth it try, but otherwise I will be $15 down the hole, which is really not that bad on that project. Let's go, amazing. And yeah, honestly, bit of effort, yes. And again, like we were talking about it, but basically not giving up, not going in rage mode like, oh my God, why is this not working? it serves to nothing. You just need to try to understand what's going wrong. So yeah, because basically this week, and with that test there, I'm getting confident, but I will make some more practice today and tomorrow. Honestly, today I'm already like, oh, am I going to the store to buy more stuff and different things instead of streaming this afternoon, because I kind of want to get some more stuff. But basically, tomorrow for sure we're going to work on welding. I have some, I'll show you. I have some exhaust pipe in milled steel, aluminized milled steel, I think, or milled steel here. So you can already see I did some tests on that one with the MIG welder, like trying to see how big of a gap I can cover and stuff like that. So basically I'm gonna be cutting those and try to do some exhaust work on the bench here, just to practice a little bit more with something not being flat. I also want to add to make a 90 degrees weld and stuff like that. So that's stuff I want to do for sure, and that's gonna be part of our day tomorrow, so that when I'm gonna be ready to do that, probably Wednesday, if everything goes well tomorrow, Wednesday, we're gonna be preparing the fuel tank to receive that welding ring, that well-done ring to adapt. Because if you want to see what's going on here, we are adding to a fuel tank that's not supposed to have fuel pump inside, that little bad boy here. So this is a Racework double hanger for 2 Walbro 255 fuel pump. So basically each fuel pump can handle around 500 horsepower. We're aiming at 600, so we're just gonna have a backup pump that can be turned on by the computer when on boost. So this is what I want to fit in the car. So here it has its own seal on top here. So we are adding that steel ring on top of our fuel tank, and then this is going to bolt right in place, and we're gonna have our dual fuel fuel pump setup right in the fuel tank, which is pretty cool. So you're going to buy more metal and practice welding. Yeah, boy! Now we're talking. So this is the big idea here. So basically that's why I wanted to learn to get some TIG welding practice. And also we're gonna have plenty to do when it's gonna get down to the turbo system, cooling system. Also, we might be doing some piping in metal if I can find rubber hose for that. So yeah. I'm looking at for my Toyota, since I'm doing an external fuel cell in the bed. Yeah, honestly, that's a really good one. It's about $100 the steel ring to adapt for that specific Racework things. But on your site, probably you can already find a fuel cell that's working with a hanger that has a double like fuel pump setup. But yeah, honestly, if you need double, you won't need double actually. So yeah, just go fuel cell with the hanger in there. But for me, it's really about using that OEM Datsun fuel tank. On that, guys, after 3 hours 30 minutes at working, are you guys in TFG Discord? If so, maybe one day we can run Tarky. Yeah, and you can also type exclamation mark Tarkov in here, Tarkov exclamation mark Discord, and you will find my own Discord, and we are quite often in there, me, Micah, Lump, and people. So yeah, so you're more than welcome. There's also sometimes car pics and people drop stuff and Joe. It's not a really active Discord, but it's not bad. So oh, and the Discord is a bit messed up because I used to do something and the update on Discord made it a bit messy. You can go in the first message text channel with the hand. It's a bienvenue, which is welcome, and you can hit the emotes at the bottom, hit the TV one and the gun one, the water pistol one. The water pistol will unlock the Tarkov section, and the TV one, the Twitch section. So welcome aboard. Thank you for the stream, man. I'm happy I was able to help a little. A little, man. A little. You are like the God-gifted person I needed this morning, and that out of nowhere just because I decided to, hey TFG, I'm gonna try to learn TIG welding today. Thank you so much, man. You helped me a lot this morning, and that was just amazing to have you here. So guys, I did a longer stream, and honestly I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna like stay off this afternoon. I'm gonna be back tomorrow morning for more welding action, and during the afternoon I'm gonna run to the shop and buy a few little bits here and there to have some scrap metal to work on, test different things. I'm gonna find maybe some different thickness in a material to try it, so just see how bad I can go on really thin metal. So I'll see you all tomorrow morning. That was awesome. That was mental. We have a TIG welder that is running. So I'll see you there. Bye. And I need to grab the mouse to say that. All right. Peace out.